So Whoopi is that much of a legend that literally she just destroyed Meghan's career just by saying one word and looking the way she looked at Meghan McCain. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click that bell, baby, so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and do click the bell, y'all. I know my shirt is wrinkly. Somebody, an elderly, overly middle-aged woman just shaded me because I said on video I need my shirt iron. She's like, you're old enough to know how to iron. I'm like, well, baby, I came from a culture where the man really don't do the chores and the woman does the housework, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I wholeheartedly disagree with. I disagree with that because, for one, I think we should know how to do chores, and number two, it kind of challenged me today with cleaning and everything. But I've been working since I was a little kid, so it's not like I've never cleaned in my life. It's just I just never done personal chores. But anyway, so today's icebreaker question is, what is your life's purpose? Or have you discovered your own life's purpose? That's today's icebreaker question. Please enter that in the comments below. I want you guys to watch this clip of Meghan McCain. She was very hyped up and very animated in her commentary. And Whoopi said what she had to say, and I'm going to come back with some more.
About all this.
Look, Whoopi, my ancestors fought in the American Revolution. When I was growing up, my brothers and sister and I would pretend to be George Washington and the Continental Army crossing the Delaware River when we would be in the creek on our rafts. I named my daughter Liberty. I enjoy going to Mount Vernon to, visit the home place of our founding fathers. I do not want to defend the monarchy. I'm a red-blooded 100% American who celebrates freedom any way I can and always. So being put in a position where I'm supposed to defend the monarchy is uncomfortable. But I have very good friends who live in the UK who I spoke with last night and this morning who wanted to emphasize that there is a feeling and a generational divide between young people and older people in the UK, specifically when it comes to William and Kate. Their popularity is the highest. Kate's is actually at 75%, the Queen's at 73%, and Kate is at 67%, while Meghan's is at 32%. And there's a feeling among some people in the UK that they have sort of abandoned Queen and country, and they're doing it at a time when Prince Philip is 99 years old and literally possibly on his deathbed after getting open heart surgery, and his health isn't doing well and that the timing is bad. Again, I want to take this time to encourage all Americans to visit Mount Vernon and see why monarchies are stupid. The American experiment is the way to go. And if we have two American women, Meghan Markle and Oprah Winfrey, who are single-handedly finishing what George Washington and our revolutionary counterparts did, I'm all for it.
Okay.
So I'd also really do appreciate if you thumbs up this video, you like and share. And so my wholehearted opinion is this. They were talking about censorship on The View as well yesterday, and I do agree with Meghan McCain in the sense that I just disagree with censorship, and I hate the fact that if you say something wrong, no matter where you are on a political aisle, or even if it's non-political, you can potentially lose your job and you have to be fired. Kind of with the whole Joy situation. Joy Behar was going to be fired because she said that, maybe Mike Pence has a mental illness. But you also got to remember, well, she said that he can have a mental illness because God, or I think he said Jesus speaks to him. And Joy made that mental illness comment. And of course, advertisers didn't like that. And the View execs didn't like that. So Joy Behar personally had to call Mike Pence to apologize. And so she did that because she could have been out of a job. And to me personally, I think that there is sort of a sense of, it could be a sense of maturity to apologize to keep your job, but it also can be a sense of maturity to keep your pride and just leave that job. And we do live under the freedom of speech, under the First Amendment of the law, but at the same time, there's consequences as well. And so I just disagree with the fact that you can be fired for saying something that you feel This is why you should own your own platform and own your own business. And so maybe you won't get canceled. Maybe you'll get complaints and controversy, but that's it. And so that's just how I feel on that certain situation. So I don't know why a lot of people complain that I talk about The View and I talk about Meghan McCain all the time. That's because she's in the media. And if all these other outlets, these white outlets talk about Meghan McCain and they give viewership and leads and all of that stuff like I do on my channel, there's a saying that's true, that's highly true, and I highly agree with it. Don't fix what's not broken. And so this gets me views, so I'm not going to fix what's not broken. I worked hard for this, so deal with it. All right. So Meghan McCain actually, she took to heart that because Whoopi and Meghan was trending like for literally over 24 hours, and this broke her. Like she said, this really made her like really feel bad. On Twitter, she says, Twitter comments and chatter are hurting me today for the first time in a really, really long time. It's hard to reconcile that my daughter can read this stuff someday. All I can say is I do my best every single day and have the best of intentions in my heart. And she also said, I am extremely patriotic. I love the founding fathers. I don't know why this is shocking or confusing for anyone has met me for even 5 seconds. So, and she, of course, tweeted her husband plagiarist site, quote tweeting. See, her husband, he watches her, right? And so he wrote an article based on what her commentary was on A View. And the quote is on Twitter, we fought a war and won a revolution to get the royals off this continent, thefederalist.com. So, and my ancestors fought an American revolution. I have no interest in defending the monarchy. So that's what she tweets. I'm looking at tweets on Google because she blocked me on Twitter and I can't really see unless I go on Google, but oh well. So I don't think people are picking on her with what she said. I think how she said it, because she was very peppy and very hyper, kind of like what Kimberly Goldfell said when she was like, the best is yet to come. So, I mean, I think people were just like surprised at her commentary, and the big finale was Whoopi's face. Man, I love black people so much. Like literally all you gotta do is show that face like Wendy Williams does. And literally you don't even have to get canceled. Just show a face, and words, facial expressions also have meaning. Okay. Like you really don't need to say anything that can cause controversy. You just make a face. So I want to add this situation. Who the hell made Meghan McCain's husband the king of the Republican Party? Okay, and I did get a commenter basically say that I'm a positive person, but what did Meghan McCain do to you for you to be mad? I'm not mad. I'm just providing my commentary on how I feel. I'm passionate. So you guys know that George Conway was one of the co-founders of the Lincoln Project, and the Lincoln Project actually is suffering from a scandal due to one of the co-founders. I already talked about this, John Weaver, who actually was, I believe, a senior advisor. He worked under the John McCain's campaign. And according to Meghan McCain, this guy used those credentials for working with John McCain for over a decade to get other jobs. Well, come to find out, the man is married with kids, but he's also a closeted gay man. And so, of course, there's allegations of him having consensual messages with a minor. And so Meghan McCain and her husband took to Twitter after George Conway tweeted this, saying Project Lincoln should shut down absent full disclosure of its finances. As the detailed story shows, there's simply too much money that hasn't been accounted for, and I fear I never will be. And so Meghan McCain's husband, the plagiarist, which I don't really understand why he thinks he's highfalutin, says, your heinous support of a pedophile co-founder won't go away when you nuke this grift operation. And Meghan McCain also subtweeted that same tweet saying, it was always a grift. Everyone was conned. Never, nothing more than to make money for the founders and disparage conservatives. So me personally, I don't like Meghan McCain's husband. I think he is a cult. I think he is a fraud. I think he just married Meghan McCain simply because of connections. He literally went off of Seth Meyers for no reason, when Seth Meyers and Meghan McCain really had a mutual respect conversation about Ilhan Omar's comments towards the Jewish community. And so he took that to hand and literally went on Twitter and started bashing Seth Meyers, calling him basically the F word, basically degrading the LGBT community. And so he's a user. He allegedly cheated on his first wife, and I'm going to make a video on that. Yes, I'm saying this on camera. Ben Dominaz, Meghan McCain's now husband, allegedly cheated on his first wife. There's tweets out there. I'm not going to say any more, but I think he is what he calls Seth Meyers, a C-U-C-K. I don't say that word. I mean, I'm not one of them white people. I'm a cook. I'm from the urban community. I don't speak that way. But so I just think he's a fraud. He's a fraud, and he literally married the first wife he married to was a writer, and I believe that's how he started writing, because he married her, and she was a great writer as well. Now he's a Fox contributor from marrying Meghan McCain. So he's a loser. And I just want to also add this. Seth Meyers, you are a better man than I am, because I would have went off on his ass. Literally, I would have went off because Ben Dominaz only played with people that he think he could go over. But baby, I would want him to say something to me like, come on, please, whiskey looking man, please. Like, come on now. They want to use that he's Puerto Rican when it's beneficial to them. The man is pure white. He's not Puerto Rican. He's like a very minuscule percentage of being a Puerto Rican, okay? He's an Irish white man. He's not Puerto Rican at all, okay? Come on now. But, I mean, plus Puerto Rico is part of the USA anyways, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. What is your life's purpose? That is the question for this video. Follow me on my Instagram at JOA_media. I'm almost at 100 followers. Follow me. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to follow your boy. Make your boy look important. Y'all be supporting these white people. Support your boys. Support your boy. Yeah, you know. Deuces. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting close to the camera. I know I look like a thumb now. What?